In this video, we're going to continue to learn about operations on signed fractions, but we're going to look at some multiplication and division problems. So perform the indicated operations on the fractions and/or mixed numbers using your knowledge of signed numbers. So here's our first problem. We have -3/5 times 1/2. Well, just like we learned with integers, a negative times a positive will be negative. So we can think of this problem. I'm going to put the negative out front. Remember, in parentheses next to each other means multiplication. Okay. I know my result is going to be negative, so I could just think of multiplying 3/5 times 1/2. Or equivalently, you could think of multiplying -3 times 1, whichever you prefer. So our result is negative. 3 times 1 is 3. 5 times 2 is 10. And our answer is, put that out front a little bit better, -3/10. Okay, so we just multiplied, you could think of either the absolute values or the unsigned fractions, and a negative times a positive is negative. Here's our next example, -13/8 divided by -5/8. Well, we know a negative divided by a negative is positive. So we can just think about taking 13/8 and dividing by 5/8, and our result will be positive, so it'll actually be equivalent to this problem that we just wrote. Notice the denominators are the same, so you can feel free to divide the numerators or denominators, or you can use the reciprocation method. 13/8 times 8/5. Okay. Here we have a common factor of 8 in the numerator product and the denominator of product. So they both 8 cancel the 1, since 8 divided by 8 is 1. 13 times 1 is 13 over 5. And we'll write that as a mixed number as well. So 5 goes into 13 2 times with the remainder of 3. So our result is positive 13/5. Or equivalently, the mixed number 2 3/5. And now one last problem. We have mixed numbers. Remember, with mixed numbers, we start by rewriting them as improper fractions. Just looking at this problem, I see the answer is going to be about -1/2. So it's a positive divided by a negative. So my result is going to be negative. And it's 4 divided by about 8. So that's going to be about 1/2. Now let's see exactly what we have. So 5 times 4 is 20, plus 4 is 24/5, divided by 3 times 8 is 24, plus 2 is 26. Okay. And for now, I'm just going to leave out the negative sign, and I'm going to remember to include that in my final answer, because my final answer is negative. We're going to rewrite this as multiplication by reciprocating the second fraction. Okay. I'm checking for common factors. So 24 and 26 both have a common factor of 2, so I'm going to divide them both by 2. That'll make my multiplication and simplification easier. And now we have 12 times 3 is 36. And 5 times 13 is 50, plus 15 is 65. And then just make sure you remember in the end, our result is negative. So our answer is -36 over 65. And notice that's pretty close to -1/2.